All right, guys, what's up? I am at the Blue Compass RV show down here at Snapdragon, checking out all kind of super motorhomes, and I have just that behind me. This is an amazing Super C. We're gonna walk all the way through it. And if this is your first time here at the channel, well, welcome. My name is Jeremy Johnson, and I've been building custom vehicles for more than 25 years. And when it comes to vans and RVs, I'm one of the industry leaders in suspension and all kinds of fun stuff that you can do to your RV. So I hope you enjoy this video as I get to walk through this 2023 Newmar. This is a 37-foot Super C motorhome, and it pretty much resembles that of a semi. And you're gonna notice the first thing is these massive tires that are going to be up on the front of that. That is gonna be a 315/80 22.5. Like, God, I would hate to have to buy tires for this, but there are so many things that I absolutely love. And the first thing is going to be what I see is going to make this amazing to drive. And as we look around it, there is just cameras everywhere on this. So no matter where you're at, what you're doing, you're going to have a view of it. But really, I think when it comes down to my favorite thing just so far on the outside is this beautiful colors. I really love the blue, the gray, and the darker blue. I think that that is just very classy, and I think that it's going to be a color that lasts quite a long time as well. It's not going to be like these crazy greens and pinks. I don't think that used to be popular in the 90s, and now you're like, God, why did they ever do it that color? So this is going to have this large slide out on the side of it, and what's really nice is you're going to notice that there is a ton of storage underneath this motorhome, and that is a big plus because you always think, well, I don't really have that much to bring when I go camping, but really you do. Now, the only difference is because the engine is in the front of this, this is not gonna have the pass-through storage that a diesel pusher would have. So there are some pros and cons of that storage, but still a ton of storage. And as we come to the back, you're gonna notice this distinctive feature of two windows stacked on top of each other. Well, that's gonna be my kids' favorite motorhome, being that it is a bunkhouse. So let's, without further ado, head in, and this is kind of like the red carpet. Look at all these stairs to get up into here. And there's nothing short of just sexy when you get in here. I mean, the first thing is just look at the roof, is the inlay, all of the different material that has gone into this, the steps, the glass, the mirrors up in the top of it. Everything is very well done. I mean, it's super classy. I mean, even the white leather couch that you're gonna have. I mean, guys, this is really nice, but for me with 4 kids, I don't think this white floor that is in here, as well as the white couch table, is really going to last very long. But unless I just don't let my kids in there, which maybe that's a good thought. Now, there are some nice features in here that you can't even see. Starting with, the booth is definitely going to be big enough for 2, but as I sit in here, man, 2 adults might be a little bit tight. Another nice thing is this is going to be a large TV. So if I want to sit over on the couch, put the TV up, I'm able to do that. It's going to have jacks and USB ports here as well. And I feel like that's becoming something more standard in a lot of these 2023, 2024 models, is the use of not only plugs, but we know that we're constantly plugged in through computers, iPads, electronic devices like phones and tablets, and they are always needing charger, and you never can find the little cube that it plugs into so that you can plug it into the outlet. Well, that's what's amazing about these, is you have the USBs just everywhere. Now, I'm gonna go back to this, and this is always one of my least favorite things on some of these motorhomes, is gonna be these windows. And if they even want to open, there we go. I'm just never a fan. At least that one's going to open up about 6 inches. But boy, do I say this over and over again. I really love the old school sliding window where the whole window would open. I could get a lot of cross ventilation in here. I don't always want to be running the generator. And remember, there's a lot of campgrounds at night that don't allow you to run your generators. You just want good airflow. So that's one of those things that I do miss in some of these newer motorhomes. Now, when I come into the kitchen, oh my gosh, is this nothing but amazing. And what I really love is the amount of countertop space that's going to be up on here. And then you're going to have the takeaways with your electric burners on here as well. That would be like the induction top, I guess you would say. So that's going to be really nice. No flame. That's always a big plus. And those things are going to nicely go in there. I mean, this is really nice, all with touch power on there. Definitely nice. And this is what I'm talking about as far as the little things. You have this little dividing glass because you know that if you're going to be cooking up here, you don't want grease and stuff popping onto your beautiful white sofa. So they put that up in order to stop it. And you can see, oh, I wonder, no. Oh, it is, there we go. So we have our TV up and there it is, guys. Look at that, that is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. And luckily in this model, we have the generator is running. And that's what's really nice about these diesel models is the generators in them are just so quiet. I mean, look at that. I mean, how could you not absolutely love that? Just chilling, hanging out on your couch over here, watching the game, doing whatever you do, you know, watching racing. I mean, this is pretty awesome. And look at this. There's even the sound bar up at the top, so you're gonna get that surround sound like coming through your stereo, and it's all pre-wired. Look at this, so you can actually pre-wire it, so you can have your bunk 1, bunk 2 as well, pre-wired, so if you want to be able to plug into it, everything can have your electronic devices going. I mean, I don't know, with a motorhome like this, like, are you really going to want to go anywhere other than just like hanging out in here? Now, keeping in mind one other thing is let's talk about how many this is going to sleep, and that is going to be really nice. You're going to have your couch right here, which is going to make a large bed, so that's going to easily sleep 2 people. You're going to have your dinette here that's going to turn into a bed, easily sleep another person. And then one of the coolest things, I mean, if you're a kid or not, maybe you're adults that just live with your parents still at home with your stepbrother and you want bunk beds because you have so much more space for free time. Well, here it is. It's already done for you. This is awesome. And again, USB ports, a power plug. You're going to have places to store all of your stuff. And then with a TV at the base of your feet, I mean, this is just awesome. You have your ladder to get in. You got your bottom bunk. And what's going to be nice too is you're going to have storage underneath there as well. All your kids' clothes. Now look at how deep that is. That's going to be really nice. A lot of room to put all of your kids' stuff because you know that they always bring a ton of stuff. Now, before we go any further, of course, we're talking about all these kids that we have, or maybe that I just have. Look at this full-size residential fridge. Like, whoa, that is just amazing. That is going to be really nice with an ice maker and water dispenser. Like, really, this is your home on wheels. And I guess with the price tag, look at that double sliding freezer, and it's even on. Come put your cold drinks in it. I mean, that's as nice as the one I got at home. All right, maybe that one's nicer. So many things. We're gonna have our sink, and I love the retractable that goes in. We're gonna have a double sink base in this. So many things, and I would love to show you the price, but we're not even going there yet. We're heading all the way to the back of this. Hey, if you're buying it, I might be your husband. You know, I mean, you never. So we're coming into this, a ton of room in this bathroom. And again, I just love the finish on all of these cabinets. So, I mean, oh, this is just so nice. There's so many things, even down to your toilet paper rack, everything, your fans, and then you're gonna have this nice large shower. Now, this is something that's really cool in there as well, because maybe you wanna sit down, you know, to wash those hard to get to parts, get down to your feet. You're able to do that. That's just gonna fold up out of the way. Or maybe you have a small kid, you need to be able to bathe as well. So a lot of really nice things. You're gonna have your normal shower head in there, as well as one to be able to, you know, spray your kids down, get those kids clean. Because really, I'm gonna say that if you're looking at a model like this, you're gonna have kids. So that's going to be really important. The things that I look at, I'm like, hey, I got a little one. I gotta like set her down in there, wash her, scrub her, because she's not gonna do a good job if I'm like, hey, go take a shower. You know, like, no, I gotta make sure that she takes a shower, because usually with a motorhome like this, we're at the track, we're at the desert, we're out somewhere where it's dirty. Now, you come into this master bedroom where all the magic happens. And again, like, I love all of the lighting. So you have all of your lighting. Oh, that was just nice. So if I turn that off, look at that accent lighting. It's gonna come on just around the perimeter of this. You're gonna have your mirror up in there. There's so many things. So I have my book lighting, my back. Nope, let's see. I got that. And then I have speakers as well. So if I want my speakers on in the back, and again, more USB charging, I get some pretty awesome artwork, and then full wardrobe closet back here. A lot of space, as well as a built-in TV. And then here it is, guys, because if you got kids, you know you got laundry. And we got a stackable washer and dryer in the back of this to do all of that laundry on that killer road trip or extended race week or weekend. We're always at the track, so I just look at everything as a race weekend. Ton of storage. Let's see, no storage underneath the bed, or it's locked. I don't see a way to open that. Usually, let's see, maybe that there's a, nope. I don't know. I guess we'd have to get a salesperson on that one. It'd be awesome if there's more storage underneath the back of it. That would definitely be great. Turn the lights off. You got blinds everywhere. I got the lame windows. Still don't like the windows. Now here's going to be the only spot where I like that window, is back here with the kids, because I don't want the kids opening that up and falling out the side of the motorhome. Now this is a triple slide out. I did not mention that. So as we come into the back bedroom, this is a back bed slide. So when this is closed, you will have limited access to some of this, and you won't be able to walk through here. That is something important to say, because a lot of times we see these motorhomes with them closed up and then we open them so we can show you that. Well, we're not gonna do that in here, but this area would actually close up. And as we come into the bedroom here as well, this whole kitchen wall, where the refrigerator and dinette, the bunk beds, this is gonna come into about 18 inches. So you will have a narrow walkway, but you're still going to be able to access the bathroom. Now, all of the devices in here as well are all gonna be able to be controlled through this as well. So my water pump, all my film, how much my black and gray, where my battery's at, where the chassis is at. I'm able to control everything through this control panel, which is going to be amazing. Really nice. I mean, hey, 2023, I mean, that's what you get. Now, the one thing you don't get in some of these Super Cs is you've noticed that we're not getting this top bunk area. So you're not getting that, but you're getting the easier access to the driver compartment. You're gonna get some additional storage, and I definitely love the light that you're gonna get in through this big window with the big blind. Now, let's talk about this, because as I get up in here to the driver's seat, I think that this is something where the testosterone actually just kicks in immediately as soon as you sit in this seat. You just feel like a man. Your voice gets deeper and you start talking about driving and how far you want to drive when you're behind the wheel of this Freightliner semi-truck. Not to mention I got a kitchen and a bathroom in the back, but this thing's pretty awesome. I love it. Again, large touch screen, a million controls. I kind of feel like I'm in an airplane, but really it's just normal stuff. My generator, you know, outside lights, my shades up or down. And what's really gonna be nice as well, I'm gonna have my touch. This is just gonna be reverse, neutral, and drive. I can also switch it into a manual mode if I want to shift automatically. Now this does have a 360 horsepower diesel engine in it as well. It's going to put out a ton of torque. I would imagine this has got to be 1,1200 foot-pounds of torque. But this is awesome. Now, when you get into these big Super Cs, the one thing that I do love as well is that I'm able to just simply get in and out the driver's side. That was one big thing about like some of the diesel pushers. We're gonna go see one of those next, so we will show you that. But you're only gonna have one in and one out in there. When I'm doing stuff, I really like being able to just get out and in the door. It's kind of like my Class C that I have that I'm able to do that. So I guess you kind of just become accustomed to this stuff. This is gonna have air brakes, and that's pretty much it. This thing is race ready. I'm gonna say that. This thing's just ready for the track, ready for adventure. This thing is badass. So the only thing that is going to be a little bit sad about this thing is, as much as I would love to completely add this to my, oh wait, one more thing. We're gonna have all our computerized leveling system, all of our security lights, our entry cover, like everything else, you can also control it through this as well. So ton of stuff going on in here, your AC, yeah, I mean, just everything. So you're gonna get multiple places that you're able to control the whole RV, so that's definitely going to be a big plus. Now, the deal breaker on this particular RV for me, as much as I love everything about it, and I know my kids would just be amazed if I brought it home, is gonna be that $518,000 price tag. I'm not gonna be able to get my permission slip signed on this one. I'm sorry, as much as I would love to use it. I might be able to afford to rent it for just a couple of days, but luckily for you, this one is actually on sale this weekend for just chump change of $374,000. Well, guys, it's that time. We're heading over to Big J's chart. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, there it is. We're heading over there. We're going to check it out. We're going to see where this 2023 Newmar Super C Freightliner is going to rank, because I'm going to tell you that, oh my gosh, I could be in love. I mean, to me, man, I don't know if I say bigger is better, but this thing is awesome. When it comes to the features of this motorhome, I felt like there was a surprise around every corner, on every wall. There was so much about this coach that I just absolutely love. From the seating to the fixtures to the material in it. I mean, I just think that this coach was built well. I like the electronics. I like that it was still not on touchscreens, but yet very well distinguished as far as like each switch, what it went to, and wasn't just on a basic switch. Well, for that reason, I'm giving it a 9. Overall comfort of this coach, I mean, I want to make sure that I'm not like being completely biased. I do like this coach a ton. It's going to rank it at 8.5. I mean, definitely comfortable. Having 3 slide outs, so much room inside the coach once you are parked. I mean, it seems so big and roomy in there, and I absolutely love that, especially having the 2 slide outs in the front living area. It makes that whole area just so wide and nice and inviting. When it comes to quality, I think that this is up there. I mean, I don't see where they cut any corners. I think that everything just looks, I mean, it's amazing. So for that reason, it's getting an 8. When it comes to drivability, I think that you're getting into that bigger coach, but for whatever reason, I still think when you get into these bigger coaches, like even the diesel pushers, they are so easy to drive and so comfortable. Now, granted, I've never driven this particular Super C. That's going to have to be on my bucket list here coming up. Really get behind the wheel, put some miles behind one, and really give you my honest, my 10 cents on like how that thing drives. Especially, I would really like to see how it tows, especially when you get, 15, 20,000 pounds on there. I know that it will do it. So for that reason, we're giving it a 7.5 just due to the overall size of this coach. Well, when it comes to value, I guess I was a little lenient on here, because I should really be like, hey, this is a 5, because there's no way that I could ever afford this coach. However,
I want to like really like talk about it from like an overall perspective and not give it such a low rating just because I can't afford it and just put the value low. I'm giving it a 7 because I do feel like for the chassis, for the engine, for everything that you get on this coach, like it's worth the money. Like I see a lot smaller coaches going, in this same price point, and I'm like, I don't see it. I don't get it. To me, you're getting a ton of coach for this money, and we're talking $374,000, So it is a ton of money. I mean, heck, you're buying houses for that same amount of money. So, of course, guys, I'm looking to the community. You guys tell me what you think. Do you have this coach? Do you love it? Has it been worth it? Would you buy the coach again if you have it? That's really what we want to find out. Because I'm sure there are other people looking for this particular coach, and they're like, am I going to upgrade to it, or do I stay in the coach that I have, as well? So I would definitely encourage you, if you have this coach, to chime in. We would love to hear what you have to say. Or maybe you're just looking at buying this one. So the overall layout of the coach, I mean, it's a 7, really. There are a couple things like, I don't necessarily want the chairs. I'd rather have like a couch there, but I get the reason behind it. Probably 2 people living in this coach, but for me, I'm like, I would rather a sofa there where maybe, 3 or 4 people could sit on it. So that one is going to be a 7. Storage, ton of storage on the outside of it. A lot of big compartments. Definitely like that. Now, the only thing it doesn't have, like what you'd get on a diesel pusher, is going to be like that pass-through storage, which is huge. I absolutely love the pass-through storage that you get on a lot of the big pusher coaches. And the reason that you're going to get that is because you don't have a drive shaft because of that rear engine. With this, you still have that front engine, so you're going to have a drive shaft running down the center of it. So you're not able to have that pass-through storage. When it comes to sleeping, I feel like you could definitely sleep a lot of people in this. You're going to be able to sleep, really 4 people, or you're not going to be able to sleep a lot of people 4. Now, however, if it had that couch in there, you might be able to get 6. You're losing that like overhead bunk area. I would love to see like an overhead bunk where you could, sleep up there as well. That would be huge. When it comes to versatility of this coach, well, let's look at it on a couple different factors. Well, it's going to be versatile extremely when it comes to towing. So that's going to be a huge plus because you're not going to get the towing features that you were going to get in like a normal C coach. So that's huge. Now, granted, you're not going to be able to take it into like national parks, things of that nature due to the overall size of the coach. But you're going to be able to tow whatever kind of vehicle you want behind it, flat tow, and be able to drive into it. And so for that reason, we're at a 7. Well, it does have the crappy windows in it. You guys know how much I hate these frameless windows. Not a big fan of them at all. So what do I give my frameless windows? Well, of course, they're going to get a 5. Well, this coach is going to rank at a 73 total. Wow. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Wow, that is really good. Let's see. Nope, that's Caden laughing. Hold on. Nope, we don't want that one. There it is. Rev your engine, guys. There it is, because this coach now is coming in at number 2 so far in Big J's RV reviews. So this is going to be number 2. This is just right behind a Jayco 24B. So there it is, coming up on the leader. Man, maybe soon we can find something to beat out both of these coaches. But, oh, wait, I totally forgot. So we got the bunk beds in there. So we're actually sleeping 6. Easy still. Totally forgot about that. That was one thing on the features that I definitely liked. Totally slipped my mind going over that. So my favorite thing about it is the bunk beds. I like the TV being able to disappear. I like the power. And of course, it's going to sleep 6+ people. So that is another reason why. Hold on, you got to sneeze. Sorry about that. Why it's going to rank so high. Now, my least favorite thing, and maybe I'm just a little bit bitter because I'm not going to be able to afford one of these. It's that price. That's my least favorite thing on there. Really, I don't know what else I could say that I don't like on it. I mean, it's just, just a bitchin' coach. So, definitely a big fan of this thing. This would be like, whoa, I'm going to say big fan of this type of coach because like I said in the video, I spend a lot of time at the racetrack hanging out, and I think this would do great with my fam. But I'm going to still pass on this one and keep the search going, finding that perfect 10 RV. I hope that you guys will come along for this journey and go find the perfect RV for me and for you as well. If you like this type of content, please smash that subscribe button. Come back and hang out with me next week as we're going to be touring yet another RV. Go figure, because that's what I do over here on Big J's RV Reviews. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Smash that like button, the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you guys all right here, same time next week. Thanks, guys, so much for hanging out with me, Big J.